That was such a perfectly timed mosquito buzz.
The series we're casting today, it's like we're casting 2 and 4 today, and we got TNC.
Hero that can block the arrow with his summons. So that's really nice. Mid lane, he might just go down on Armel.
Oh God, welcome to Dota! Armel, yeah, he's dead. He's going to have a hard time to do it. And maybe this is that time too when you see Tim's look to TP, but he's already looking towards the mid lane. I think he was hoping to find the courier and mess that up, but with the arrow connecting, Armel in a little bit of trouble. Limp is very low, and Hanskin forced to leap himself a little bit further away.
Yeah, the Draw Ranger free farm start is just scary to me. PL has to get a couple items before he can actually tank through this, but meanwhile...
KP, he'll be dead.
Taunts his way to death, but he went out in style.
Between Limp as well as Armel. And it's going to get even more with the creep wave coming in. Here we go again, once again for 33. And, well, March knows he can't take it. TP's back to base. Allowing 33 to just salve up and farm up the rest of this creep wave. 2 points up in Scorched Earth gives him all the damage he needs.
It does so much damage. 16 times 35. Toby, you got it? Basically, it's really easy this patch. I think as an offlaner, just gets shut down. Up in the bounty rune's top, there is an exchange. Does Doppelganger dodge the stun.
That's a really nice hold as well, while bottom lane March getting dived in. So you'll end up losing the VS inside the base, the Prophet up on top, and the Doom underneath the tier 3 tower on bottom lane too. Dive, but yep, they're going out for 33. Stuns out, and here comes
That's fine.
Your multi-shot. Simple enough.
That's with just double Wraith. He doesn't even have like the full treads yet.
Mid lane, arrow, leap forward. It's going to be a short time stun, but Armel, he'll try and get his own stun out, but you don't survive this. Him as a Viper getting his early attacks in. Draw Ranger's not ready just yet to come and join the fights. In fact, while she's still being left alone on the bottom, this is exactly what you want, but the TPs are coming in. Hanskin, another great arrow right on top of Tim's. March and Armel together. Farthest deep underneath the tower. Get hit by the magic missile and the light strike array. But Limp's already got himself a double kill, killing off March. But don't worry, there's more March where that came from. The illusion is up, looking for his target. Limp, low on life. Laguna Blade is available, but that's also a level 7 Viper who's back underneath his own tier 1 tower.
Should Drought give this arcane ring?
Should Armel stay this far up? Hanskin's waiting for him. The leap forward. It's just going to be Ogre stun into arrow. 2 seconds stun, but Armel, nice to move back by Limp.
I just expected him to walk back there.
What?
I just expected him to walk back there.
Yeah.
When you're like, oh, is he out of position? I'm like, what? I will zoom back to mid lane.
Maybe they focus over on Centaur. KP does have Stampede available, but that's why they're still waiting this one out. Is he going to trigger it? No. Holds the stick charges, holds the Stampede, loses his courier as well. Yep, KP's going to have his own little fun. Tim wants to try and help out, try and kill off Farda, who begins his own TP, and will be successful. But bottom lane that goes to Alliance.
Yep, even trade.
I'm wondering how much 2 TNC try and hold this bottom tower, because the arrows are flying forward. This one won't be able to connect from Hanskin. VS has the movement speed, and Doom underneath the tower just wants to keep on diving, and March juke as hard as you possibly can, man. Nope, hit by 1 Viper strike, and he is going to go down.
Doom is one of the scariest heroes to have that, where he just turns on his Scorched Earth and runs. Meanwhile, top lane, they are applying a lot of pressure, but PL, unlike the support Venge, is much more survivable here, so he's going to at least slow down the push, even though they do get the tower.
Well, Gabby's coming back down to the bottom lane. I don't know if he's really got anything intended to do here. As Armel stampeded away to safety. Gabby going to throw out the multi-shot, try and push back the bottom lane. A lot of damage into the Doombring. But with Viper holding his hand, they're not going to be able to find this kill.
You get 1 charge. Doesn't even matter.
If you can hit the light strike array, PL. No Doppelganger available. He could have actually started with that. 1 second, he'll come off cooldown. The LSA is going to be off target.
Good read there by Nico Baby. Didn't know he was going to throw it out.
Look at him quickly salving up so he can run straight back into the fight. There's no Stampede available, so Phantom rush forward. Stay on the back of Armel. Limp's coming in closer too. Will slow down KP. Support is nearby in Tim's, and they're TPing in the Draw Ranger over towards the outpost, but KP's already dead. Draw Ranger has completed his TP with the Moonlight Shadow. Farda stunned up under the Sentry Ward, and now your multi-shot goes to work. Lane as March in a lot of trouble. 3 heroes together from Alliance defending that tier 1 tower mid. Draw Ranger was looking to add some pressure.
Up bottom. Yeah, Tim's getting ran at.
And Tim's attacked the tier 1 tower, but with the TP forward from Nico. 33 just cuts his way through the Quelling Blade. A nice quick Infernal Blade, so Tim's won't have all the movement speed in the world. Leap forward from Hanskin, combining the Starfall together. When the rest of Alliance attack.
I love watching players like 33, man. Instead of using his Infernal Blade immediately, he starts with the body block, which forces out the Stampede, and then immediately Infernal Blade's on the Stampede to, keep him from running as far as possible. Really well played.
Armel, no man to TP. Went underneath the Dire Observer ward. He's pinging it out. That's how he knew.
Potentially broken.
No, March looks for the swap, gets it on the arrow. Gabby wants to try and fight this one. He's got that multi-shot available. It's a lot of damage, but not enough. As Hanskin, under 200 HP, gets back, and they're looking for another arrow. It's still on cooldown for the moment after Fada stun.
I was very curious to see how that change plays out. You know, do teams just not care?
Looking for his target over on Fada, combining instantly into the multi-shot. But it'll still be Armel and Limp both finding a kill each.
That's an expensive trade. The Venge is pretty important.
They really just want to try and force into the tower. That's all this really is. They keep trying to make the space to do it, but Alliance always have at least 2 to 3 heroes defending that tower. While Nico Baby feels very safe by himself on the bottom lane. Like, Manta style plus Doppelganger, you can't lock him down.
It'll be faster than if I go Diffusal Manta.
I swear, Dro, like, Gabby is getting none of the items he wants. They're starting the initiation on mid, but 33 is ready for it. Coming forward, he's got Doom Available. Arrow flies forward, won't hit anyone. Actually threads the 4 heroes of TNC with the Wrath of Nature. Everything kicking in, but PL joins the fight. Stampede, they look to disengage, but TNC, they're the ones who start this fight. Now the Doom is down over on KP under the tier 1 tower. Slowed up, trying to retreat. Once again with the multi-shot, but it's not doing enough damage. Alliance, they're diving to the tier 2 tower almost. KP will end up falling down. The Doom tick from 33 finds that kill. And Alliance time and time again have showed they're willing to defend this tower, and then they just went, all right, 5-on-5 fight, let's do this. You burnt everything you got, TNC. Nothing left of the tank. Like, everything having, like, procs as well from the Maelstrom.
I just think that the new Axe is like, it's just so desynergistic with your build that, like, the matchup used to be okay for Drow. Oh, the bottom lane.
Yep, you'll set it into arrow,
Wait,
but
what?
perfect move. That was behind him, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think he would have normally landed on it, but since the tree was there, like, it ate the arrow before. That was weird.
Yeah, can we just see that in slow motion again? We've got time. Like, everyone's going to go back to farming. So we'll be there, swaps him back in, able to connect, and then they chain stun out. And this is when you really feel the presence. KP feels strong. He can be the front liner. Marsh just got to sit behind Gabby, and they made the most of this power spike like TNC wanted to. They did kind of want to do this like 5-7 minutes ago, but they'll do it now. Both bottom lane towers taken out of Alliance.
Yeah.
He's got a couple of items to sell and get back on the field. The tier 2 tower will be taken out by Alliance, but we're ready for a top lane fight. Nico TP's over towards his shrine. They charge forward. They got the Yule Scepter. They got the one they wanted. March's TP also cancelled. So with the Stampede, Gabby tries to move forward. He needs to outrun this. He does not have a TP scroll. Into the spiders, moving over the tree lines, but you can just keep with him. You can have your own split fight at the moment. So Gabby will finally end up getting brought down while 33 battling against everybody else. And March, finally, he will also fall. The 2 TP cancels. Allow Limp to get beyond godlike. And see, and I'm wondering if Alliance just had the brute strength to run forward. Like, you get this kill, it's a support. It's a support VS. Like, that's great, but you've got Lina, who's already forced out the bottom lane, continuously farming up, and Prophet ready to jump out once again, do his thing. So they grab Roshan. This is one way to ensure it.
I really like how Hanskin's playing. I think the fact that he's recognized as a support player, that it's his job to play alone this game and enable his team, because like you said, if he's not doing what he's doing, his team's going to have to respond to the split push from the Lina and the Prophet, and it actually allows them to make those ganks and then turn it into an objective.
Illusions from Dro a little bit too far out. Roshan's already been taken. Dire
Tim's
actually snatches it. Tim's got the Aegis, the Immortal. He just went straight in the middle of the pit, grabs the Aegis. He'll end up triggering up. BKB from Armel wants to retreat. You'll set her up from the Phantom Lancer. They're just trying to get away. Tim's will go down. The Lotus Orb returning stun. Not helping enough, and the Doom on Armel, he cannot retreat either. Is this deal really worthwhile? It will probably stop Alliance from pushing high ground, so maybe they just delay the game this way, but it's a sacrifice. Again, Alliance, they are pushing inside the base, looking for their target, but remember the Aghanim's plus the Lightning, the Tesla Ranger is on board, so Nico, like, he can back up and he heal up. He's got 3.7k.
This only works for so long, though, this whole split push game. They are slowly but surely.
Shadow. 33 is going to find Tim's. Yeah, taunt all you want, Tim's. You're really going to regret that. No, done. Control. It's all there from Tim. Sprout. TP. No bullshit. He's actually going to get away. So I used to play this like he had like Zerglings going across the map. That arrow is a little bit off timing. Armel now will finish his TP. That spells the death of Tim's. There's no escaping from this one. He's going to Sprout again. Oh, yeah, okay. Infernal Blade. TP begins again. He doesn't actually have enough time or life.
Is a fine item for damage, but you wanted that defensive item first.
Feels like against all the negative armor that TNC are running. Yeah, you definitely needed it. I think PL's trying to do something about Tim's. I think he's sprouting for a little of extra safety vision. But Nico definitely wants this much, wants to have his own little bit of a battle. The Doom is out. Armel, he's going to have the extra movement speed to get to the tier 2 tower, but that will not save his life. Well, the battle on bottom, okay, it's just a movement, and then just the chaining of outpost control.
Yeah, Fada got it before the 35-minute mark, and that's all that really matters. Oh, wait, no, it's not. For whatever reason, I was thinking you got the outpost before the 35-minute mark. Maybe they're thinking the same thing, because there's two teams like battling for outposts at 35 minutes. Maybe this is just a, muscle memory reaction for them. Your way to get them, In the last patch, if you got one, you kind of just got the other one. Now,
PL's
not
come
so
up.
much.
Gabby ready for the defense. It's 3 seconds till multi-shots available. That's a pretty deep dive in. Centaur stunned, swapped out to safety, and Lotus Orb trying to protect him as well. Where is this blitz shot? Trying to do its own damage, but Nico, they get on top of the Drow Ranger. Drow Ranger's down. She'll have to fight back if they're going to defend this top lane of Rax. Not to mention March. The PL Illusions have just done so much work. Drow still not committing this buyback. You've got the multi-shotting tower doing its own defense, but now finally the buyback will arrive. An Alliance, they've taken the tower. They want the melee Rax too. A quick movement back from Nico. Slowed up. Lina looking for his target. The Sprout keeping Nico away from the Rax. There's another jump forward. Doombringer, he's right on top of KP. Gabby doing everything he possibly can, but his damage feels really, well, inadequate, to say the least. The top lane of Rax will be taken. March will swap Limp back over. He gets a stun, but it's very, very late. Now Fada, a blink forward. He gets his stun. They want to get this dive back over on the Drow Ranger. If Drow goes down, this may be Alliance going to force his way through. In fact, it's exactly what they can do. 2 minutes almost on the sideline for the Drow Ranger. Tim's just going to fall down to. I think this is going to be the game. GG is called. Alliance. Patience was a virtue, BSJ. You said they needed, and that's exactly what they had.
Yeah, that's the peel factor against the Drow. You eventually just can't be double.